Hi there, I'm Steven and this is the first video on my new channel. Usually I make guitar related content on my other channel here on YouTube, as you can see by the background I'm currently in. But this channel is not about guitar, not even about music. This one is all about skateboarding, so let me grab a deck instead of a guitar. So why did I start a skateboarding channel on the side when I haven't been skateboarding for about 18 years? Well, I got back on the board about 7 weeks ago and I quickly got totally into it again. But skateboarding is very different at 35 than it was at 17. So I want to make a video from time to time for anyone that's on the same journey as I am, skating later in life while having kids, hence dad skating. In my younger years I was never a very good skateboarder and I think I never reached my full potential. I started skating a bit later than my friends when I was about 14 or 15 years old, somewhere in 2003 or 2004. I grew up in a small town in the Netherlands and the level of skateboarding was generally low to begin with, as were the spots to skate at. So the bar was pretty low to begin with. But I loved skateboarding, especially once I was able to do some stuff and I was at least at the level of the rest of the group I was skating with. I went out every day to skateboard if I could, all through the year, and I watched skateboard videos religiously. That also made me get my first camera and I started filming and editing stuff. So here's where I left things off.
What sets us apart.
Towards the end of my run back then, I finally started getting better, more confident and less sloppy looking. But also at that same time, my band started playing every weekend and music basically took over. I didn't want to risk hurting myself and not being able to play the gigs I was doing, so eventually I just stopped when I was 18. I was totally out of skateboarding. During the first lockdown we had here in 2020, I shortly got back on the board again, but it didn't fully connect yet. Until 7 weeks ago. My wife and my kid were out riding scooters when I got back from the store and the weather was nice and I just wanted to join them, but I didn't have anything until I thought of grabbing my old skateboard out of the garage. This time though, it clicked. I felt a lot more comfortable on the board than I imagined. It felt right, it was coming back, but most of all, it sparked a fire again. I quickly knew I wanted to start skateboarding again, and since then I've been trying to skate multiple days a week, trying to get all my old stuff back, but most of all, having fun. So here's where I'm at 6 weeks.
Stepping out from my sheltered days with a real rose-tinted gaze. Tried so hard to become a man. Felt like time to begin again. Not a dime to scratch my back. Just a girl who cut me some slack. That small town boy, chasing dreams. It's barely what it seems. Little he believes.
Mentally, I feel like I can become a better and more well-rounded skateboarder than I was back when I was a teenager. But even though my brain has matured, I no longer have the body that can take it all as easy as back then, so let's see how things go. As I currently have no one to skateboard with besides my wife and son, I want to share my journey for anyone that's interested. I started taking my camera as a way of motivation, to see my progress and to document the tricks I'm landing, but I also think it's just really fun to take my camera. And maybe between all the great skateboarders that are here on YouTube, watching a bumbling fool like myself might actually motivate you too. Besides that, I have no ambitions with this channel. I will post if I think I have something interesting to post, and I'm not going to push myself to make regular content. And if no one is going to watch this, then this will just be a nice archive for my kids of their dad doing something other than making music. Leave me a comment and subscribe if you're along for the ride, and I'll see you next time.
Yes. Oh. Jesus freaking Christ.